Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Deniches and welcome back to Spooktober. This is Spooktober day 19 and there's only like 12 days left, right? Until we actually finished with the Spooktober. And I'm pretty sure that I will not be covering everything that is considered as spooky or like your thoughts, just food for thoughts, right? Of things that are somewhat kind of spooky in a way, right? It doesn't have to be like ghost type of spooks, right? Sometimes it can just be as simple as this one, the heat death of the universe. But before this one, I will, like just want to, I guess I want to share the thing, like what's currently happening with my life at least. Um, like things have been going like really wrong. I thought that when I made the plan C, I think, or plan D even, I I don't even know anymore at this point. Like things just have gone terribly wrong for me. Like my laptop broke. I can no longer edit this kind of video from my laptop, which will be annoying at some points because I need to actually access the YouTube Studio from Chrome, Google Chrome at least. In this application over here that I'm using right now. Which is a little bit annoying because it is too small. There are some videos that should be edited heavily. Okay, so when this video is out, the reaction to Markiplier's horror analog is probably already been uploaded, right? Like released. So that video had a lot of ads in it, and I'm not, I'm not blaming Mark for putting all those ads in every single video of the choose your own adventure over there. I mean, it's just it is what it is, right? Maybe he still needs the ads. At least I don't know. Maybe he forgot to turn it off. It's possible. Maybe he thought that he turned that off, but somehow YouTube forcefully activate that for themselves. Like maybe when a creator, like a content creator doesn't want any profit, YouTube maybe can still activate that ads, so that the ads fully go towards them, right? I don't know anything about this. But I'm still optimist that Mark doesn't really need that again. Like, it is supposed to be a fun thing, right? Maybe he still needs. I don't know honestly. That one episode that we reacted. It's basically the horror analog, right? And then there's a choose your own adventure as well. And every time I pick a new video, an ads just popped up, right? Which is a little bit annoying. Maybe it is he turned it off again. Like, I don't know anything about this, right? Maybe he intentionally left that obviously for the revenue for the video, right? um because they work for the video, right? That got cut, so at least there's like a reward, I guess, for that, to cover all the production of that video itself, right? But then again, I'm not entirely sure. Like, yeah, anyway, it's been 5 minutes already. I plan to make this video only 15 minutes just because, again, like my laptop broke. I can't really edit stuff as easy as I used to be. And then, I started to make video when people are in the house as well. So you might notice that my voice is a little bit, too silent. Like I'm not as loud. Like I'm a little bit chill now. It's just because there's too many people in the house, and I just don't want to raise attention, right? Yeah, like just keep it low profile, basically. Don't wanna disturb people, right? And yeah, therefore I need to adjust, right? Of everything, yeah, it's like a transition, basically. Eventually I will have to tell everybody that I make YouTube, right? But I'm still don't want that to happen anytime soon. Maybe like next year, like at the end of next year at least, right? Which will be like at least 1 year later from now. But yeah, I guess we can start with the heat death. So what I'm trying to explain here is that the concept of heat death of the universe, right? Like this is the absolute death of the universe. You can, like if there's any apocalyptic, you can always think that oh yeah, we can just do this, right? We can just go out in the space, like using your imagination, right? If something happened to Earth, then we can just leave Earth before things happen, right? Like when the sun died, um, like the sun died in about 5 million years, I think. Like when the time comes, probably like Earth has already evacuated the human, right? I mean, not Earth, but more like the scientists, right? Like, probably by that time, they probably already have like a space hub or something like that, right? And, they just fly away basically out of Earth. But the thing is that how long will they survive that, right? Because in the end of the time, the heat death will come soon or later, right? The black hole era will begin, and like the black hole itself will eventually evaporate, right? And there's nothing left basically. So what are you gonna do when that happens, right? You can't do anything. Basically, you cannot do anything, and at that time, I guess it will be already too late, and the heat death is already coming, and the yeah, like the big chill or big freeze, right? Where um basically everywhere at this universe the temperature will be the same, right? There is no longer difference of temperature, because when there's a difference of temperature, then molecules will move, right, from the hot to the cold, I think. And that is energy, right? Energy of movement. So if everything has like the same temperature at every space, I guess, then there's nothing, right? There's nothing that happens. So what's gonna happen after that? We never know, right? Maybe like like there will be like refer, a reverse Big Bang potentially, right? Like big collapse. I don't know. I think people already talk about this as well. Like when heat death comes, instead of explosion, things will implode. Like will rapidly, um, like because everything is in order, then like people just theorize that that will actually trigger the big bang, basically. Like everything will implode, and then everything will be condensed into one point, and then that one point will explode, right, creating another big bang. But that's just a theory of infinite loop of universe, I think, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Uh, yeah, I guess I'm not gonna read all of this. I just want to, I guess want to just share this with you about my opinion about this, right? Because this will happen eventually. Like the sun. Like take a look at the sun. I mean, the sun will eventually run out of fuel, right? And I think the hydrogen will last first, will run out. I mean, like it will be gone, and then after that, the helium, right? The helium is what's left, and then it will expand. I think it will make the sun becomes bigger, and then after that, Um, I think after that the sun will collapse into like a plasma or something like that. Like what is it again? Like uh, nucleus? I don't know what it's called, right? I kind of forgot what it's called, right? I don't know what that means. And it will die basically, right? And yeah, just like that, I guess, and then the entire planet will die, right? All the solar system that revolves around that specific sun will then lose its energy, right? Like the sun, basically. No sun, no plants, no plants, no animals, no plants. I mean, no animals, no whatever creature that uh, like whatever the apex predator in that planets, right? But yeah, I guess actually let's see how long if we can find about that. I'm not entirely sure. Is there any specific time about here? But I think what happened is that this will actually occur like billion years from now. I think I'm not entirely sure again, right? Okay. I guess this is just all the scientific, right? Yeah, it's still, it still kind of spooked me a little bit, although I myself won't be able to witness that, right? When the heat death is about to happen, like last minutes, it's probably already too late, right? Everything has been evaporated into atoms, I think. Like yeah, like each atoms will get stretched already, right? Like I don't know, like think of it as like human consisted of, I don't know, like lots of atoms, right? And like when heat deaths occur, like every single item has already been evaporated, basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, there's that. I think so. I'm not entirely sure if this is true or not, but I guess yeah. um is there will is it possible for any object in the space that will not get caught by any black hole whatsoever? I don't think so, right? Um, like the Milky Way, for instance. There is the black hole at the very center of the galaxy, right? And is there any like is it possible for for an object, I don't know, let's say like an asteroid, right? That got into the orbit. However, because of the force, it got launched away from the galaxy, and then it just drifted into the space, and like absolutely got no attraction from the black hole, from any other black hole. Is it like possible, like to happen in your own plane in this universe, like in the space-time plane? Is it actually possible? I don't think so, because I think gravitation always happen when two masses in certain distance, I think it will always happen. Like the gravitational pull it's never zero, basically, like any object, right? I think so. I don't think, like you can have a black hole and a random asteroid as far as possible, but the thing is that their gravitational pull will never reach zero, right? So eventually, given enough time, like maybe billion years, that asteroid will eventually hit that black hole, right? Will get absorbed, basically like disintegrated. So yeah, I don't think you can escape heat death. Like um, before that happens, like I said, there's the black hole era, right? Where everything just revolves around black holes ready to be consumed, right? And yeah, like even black holes will eventually got attracted to another black hole, and they will create something, right? Like I don't know, like maybe that also will fasten their process of what is it like evaporation probably, when two black holes colliding, maybe like there is an explosion, like it just shoots all the projectiles, and then in between those projectiles each atom will get stretched, and like basically everything got evaporated, right? Like solid, liquid, gas, anything, it just got stretched out, right? So yeah, it's kind of spooky to be honest. You can basically like you can be like an atheist, right? Like don't believe any god. You don't believe like like everything that they said about afterlife, right? However, you can never not believe in the fact that his death is coming one way or another, right? And it will eventually happen. So everything will come to an end, right? You can believe no god, but um, at the very least you will know that universe will end somehow, right? Which is the heat death. I guess it's an interesting concept as well. Like it's basically you cannot escape from this, right? It will happen to everyone. It will happen to literally every single atom that is existed in this entire universe, right? Everything will have the same temperature. um and yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. Also, I think there's already a lot of videos on YouTube, like what is it like uh I think there's a very popular YouTube video about like they are like what is it called, illustrating basically what's gonna happen until the heat death come, right? Which will happen I think in billion years from now. That's a long time, right? Like 1 year is actually a very long time if you ask me. 365 days making this video every single day, right? It is actually a very long time. However, I still think that it is actually quick, especially when I just keep going every day, right? Making this video every day. I can't really believe that we are already at episode 140 something, right? When this video is out. Like it just feels like yesterday I finished the 30th episode, like the month, and we're almost 5 months into this podcast, and I hope we actually get to see this finished despite of anything that happened to me, like I don't know what else is gonna happen, right? I just feel like I just feel like like I just feel like everything is thrown at me. I got thrown by lots of stuff. And it hurt me basically. The laptop broke. Like everyone will be actively in the house again. Um, and I won't have any time again as freely, and at this point I don't think I will get uh, my job basically, which is very sad, right? Like I spent 5.5 years in the university, and it's like already 1.5 year later, and I still got no job, right? It's basically been 7 years since I enter university, like I have no job basically, right? And I guess, I mean, life isn't fair, I guess, but there's nothing that I can do, right? I just have to adapt for what's gonna come to me, right? Which is sad, if you think about it. Like I feel like there is something that I can do, but I always try my best to do something, right? To do stuff. Um, But I guess I'm just spending the rest of my time making YouTube video, I guess. I don't think of anything else really, like at this point anyway. Like like every time I apply for job, their answer is always the same. There is already better people like compared to me. Why would they hire me, right? uh, no matter how much how great my answer was, like I feel like they didn't accept that. Like it is just for the what is it, like formality, right? Like um just to make it formal, like they ask why me, right, instead of other people that are more um like more like smarter, like have more experience, than me. I guess that's about it. Yeah, i I just I don't know anything, right? I just don't know anymore. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today's episode of the Heat Death of Universe. I didn't mean to be a little bit you know a little bit tangent over there, going away from the topics. I guess it is what it is, right? Sometimes I just want to talk about things, right? But then again, there's no one. I guess I will just talk to myself to one of these YouTube videos, right? Don't know if people will actually watch this or not. I don't know, but I guess I can talk about it, right? But yeah, other than thank you guys for watching. I will see you again in the next episode of Spooktober. It will be Spooktober 20, right? And I think the next one we will talk about afterlife at least. Um, like after death, then we will see that. I guess we can assume that after any death, there will be afterlife, right? Basically, after this life, what is after this life, right? And we might actually learn about stuff from religion as well as probably from unreligion, like non-religion people, right? Like what they believe about like if you don't believe about God, then what you think about the afterlife, right? It's probably a little bit interesting for sure. Just for heads up, I'm not gonna discredit any religion or non-religion people. So we're just there for knowledge, right? That's just what we do over here in this channel anyway. We learn something, we share something, right? Yeah, like uh, I don't know everything. You complete me, like if you don't think about something, that is this trivial, then I will probably provide that, right? Like maybe one of this video eventually will get you like, all right, I didn't think about this. I'm glad that he made this video. Now I'm aware that this happens, right? But yeah, and so on and so on. But again, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow with another episode of 1 year 365 in Spooktober 20. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again very very soon, and see ya.